Hey guys, welcome back to Easel Does It Studio. My name is Michelle and we are going to do an oil painting today. So I was gifted these by Lightwish, and I had done a video where they had sponsored and had mentioned that I didn't realize that they had sold the paint, and they reached out to me and asked me if I would want to give their paints a try, and I said absolutely. So we are going to try them. These are the 24 pack of their oil paints. So I figured let's give them a whirl and see. Okay, so I have not put anything on my my palette yet because we're just now opening these up. So I will take a moment and we're going to put some oil on this first, just so we can get that prepped and ready to go. So this is just what they call liquid clear. It's a wet on wet technique, and I am just going to get this kind of spread on thin and then just fill it in. And then we're going to wipe off any extra, because you don't want this on very thick at all. And that was one of the problems when I first started with oil paints, because I've only been painting with oils like, I don't know, a year and a half maybe. And so I'm still, you know, learning the process. But this is the biggest thing that people struggle with, because if you put too much of the oil on, then your paint is just gonna want to slide off, or it's gonna take, you know, a crap ton of time to dry out. So we're just gonna, and I'm really pushing it in there to get it into those little fibers. And you don't want to use a paper towel to wipe this off, because paper towel will leave lint. And we don't want lint on our painting at all. So I'm just going to wipe this brush, get the excess out of here. And then I'm just going to take my shop towel and I'm going to just give that a good rub. Because what's needed is going to stay in the canvas. There we go. So, and it does pick up a little bit of the black, but that's totally fine. All right, so we've got that done. So we're pretty much done with that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do, or attempt to do, maybe a little bit of northern lights up in the sky. So let's see. We will definitely use some crimson red. So I'm trying to figure out which colors they have that are transparent. So, we'll do some crimson red. We're going to do some phthalo blue. And who knows, we might not do it'll depend on what the red looks like once I get it down. Because like I said, I've never used these paints. So we're going to do some phthalo blue. And definitely going to put some Viridian green down. And I was going to get these all ready, but because I'm basically doing a review for them, I just wanted to kind of open them as I go type of thing. All right, so let's start getting some of the color in. So I've got 3 colors on my palette right at the moment. And then we'll just add more as we go. So I've got those three colors, the Viridian Red, Phthalo Blue, the Viridian Green, Phthalo Blue, and the Crimson Red. All right, so we're just gonna pick up a little bit of the red, and we're gonna pick a spot, and we're just gonna start putting this in the sky. And I'm already gonna change the picture that I was gonna do because I really like this red. And these red paintings are one of my most popular sellers. So we're gonna start with that. And then I'm gonna pick up some white and or yellow, and we're gonna start like bringing that to life. So I do want some down in the bottom here somewhere. So I'm just gonna put a little bit, and we'll just see where we go with that. Okay. So I am going to, let's see, they have yellow ochre and lemon yellow. So I'm going to start with some yellow ochre, which is more of a darker yellow, versus the lemon yellow is more of a bright, you can see the difference. So this one here is the yellow ochre, and this is the lemon yellow. So all right, so far 2 of them have come out a little bit oily, which it happens in oil paints. But let's see here. Let's take a large fan brush, and I'm just going to get it into the yellow ochre, and we're gonna just start kind of blending some of these reds up in the sky. Just and then we're going to run a little bit through the bottom just so that they are going to have something to blend with. All right, so let me take my 2-inch brush. Ooh, I got a big long hair. And let me see, if I do swirls up here, what are we gonna get for a look? Versus if I go, I'm just gonna pick up a tiny bit of that lemon yellow, and we're gonna just kind of have a little bit of movement over here on this. Because you got to be careful with the yellow, because yellow and black will turn it green. All right, so let me blend these in and see kind of what we're getting here. And I'm going to run this So, gonna pick up some more of the red, and I'm gonna just put a little bit more red in the sky here. And I'm just gonna wipe, I'm not gonna clean it, I'm just gonna wipe it out. Gonna get some more of that yellow ochre. And we're gonna make a nice bright area in the center here. Pop in a little bit more red. All right, so let's go ahead and blend that and see what we're getting here. I'm gonna wipe this brush off. All right. So I'm gonna pick up some of the phthalo blue, and I just wiped my brush. I did not wash it. And we're gonna get some blue going down in here. And I'll just lighten that back up. And let me just get my my 2 buckets here, one with my oil to clean my brushes. So I can clean that blue. So I'm just using odorless mineral spirits. All right, so, and I am going to use a different brush, and I am going to take a little bit of raw umber, and I'm gonna mix so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of the red, some of the blue, some of the phthalo green, and the brown, and I'm gonna make up a really dark color. And we are gonna put in a few distant, far away. And as it gets to the edge, it's not a big deal because we're going to probably have some bigger trees coming over these. So we'll just get a little bit of color put down. All right, so that's giving us a nice background with that red. All right, so let me clean my brush here. I need another tray. I need something down here to be able to keep my paint thinner on, because I don't have enough brushes to like be able to do a whole painting and then clean them after, so I have to clean as I go. All right, let's see, what are we gonna put in here? I am thinking we've got to have a couple of mediocre trees. So I'm going to lighten that mixture up just a little bit. I'm going to just add some of the phthalo green to it with the same fan brush. And we're going to put, let's see, we'll put like an evergreen tree here. And I don't want to go too big yet. So I'm trying to practice doing up trees where the branches kind of go up. So this is kind of a little different than what the way I usually do them, but I figure we're trying new paints. We might as well try some new techniques while I'm at it. All right, need just a little bit more down here. So you want it to get bigger as you get to the bottom. All right. I'm just gonna take whatever extra color is on there. And now I'm gonna pick up some liquid white. And some of the regular white, the titanium white. If I can get it out of the thing. So I'm going to make a thinner white so that I can put a little snow cover on. And this is just, it's making like a nice light green, which is kind of what we want for this particular layer. And that's a little bit too much on my brush. So let me It's a little bright up there for me, but just tap some off. Wipe that. I'm just going to put a little bit of dark back into that. And you just keep playing around until you get the shape that you want. All right. So let's do, let's see. I haven't decided yet if this is going to be water or what it's going to be. So I'm still trying to figure that out in my head here. All right. So we're going to do, picking up those same 3 colors, trying to make a dark. All right, and we're gonna put a, I'm just gonna wipe my brush, and we're just gonna, just a smidge of white. Because this tree is a little bit further back. And I'm liking that. So I want to get some black out. Yeah, my room is so small, guys. It's scary. It's so small. All right, I'm just taking a little bit of black and putting it in that mixture that I have. And let's see. We're just gonna put a few little ones in. I know you can't really even see that right now. And let's see, we'll do one here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I am going to switch to a smaller fan brush. And we're going to add some color. I'm just using up that little bit of white that's still left in my brush. All right, so let's get this washed. And I'm gonna pick up just some white as soon as I find my tube of white. Nope, that one's the black. Right here. I'm just gonna I'm just putting just a little bit on my brush, and I guess we're going to make this into some water here. All right, and I'm gonna take my 2-inch brush and we're just gonna smooth that over. All right, so let me see here. What do I want to put? All right, I'm gonna grab a liner brush. And I am going to use just a little bit of paint thinner on my brush. And I'm going to pick up some of that black. And just gonna kind of giving a little bit of illusion that there's some bigger blank trees in the back. And now we're going to put a bigger one right here. All right, let's see. And then as I come down, I'm pressing harder. And I'm just randomly putting my branches in different sizes, some crossing over. And we'll have a few little dead ones. And I got to put my signature broken branch at the bottom. And then I'm going to highlight this tree. I'm going to take some raw umber, which is a brown, and I'm just going to like start getting some other kind of colors through this tree, so we can bring it so you can see it. All right, so I'm going to rinse this, and I'm going to pick up just a little bit of white with a little bit of blue. And on this side, it's going to be more shadowed, so we're going to kind of get this shadow side in. Because, I mean, I want it to show up. Let's see, I'm going to actually use Prussian blue because it's a darker blue. Come on, I can't get the, there we go, got the tab. All right, so Prussian blue is a much, much darker blue. So I'm just gonna take some of that and mix that into my mixture. That is definitely better. All right, now rinse this off, and we will just go in with some white on, you know what, I'm gonna actually mix up some of the red and the yellow together and kind of make that sunset color so that it's kind of like picking up that sunset color. And then I'll put just a smidge of white in through that. And we'll see what that kind of gives us for a color. So I just want a little bit of that color in there. You know, like it's just hitting the tree a little bit. I do want to put, so it looks like there is a little bit of snow in there as well. let's see. I'm just trying to think of, like, you know, where the snow would be on these branches. All right. All right, so let's take our fan brush. We're gonna clean the red off, and I'm gonna pick up some white. I should have brought that white down sooner, but I didn't. All right, so I'm gonna start cutting in a little bit of like a little bit of I'm gonna take just a smidge of the liquid white and thin down some white, and we're just gonna trying to give like a little bit of a snowy, snowy banking. And wipe my brush off. And we're just gonna very, very softly, just gonna smooth that out. And I am gonna just kind of give it some little bit of reflection, like there's maybe ice flowing over some rocks. You know, it might be a little just starting to freeze over. All right. And all right, I'm kind of liking that. So I do need to put a little bit more snow or something underneath these trees. Just to give it something back there. Maybe it's a swamp because I'm seeing a waterfall right there. Watch this. I'm gonna make a little line and we're gonna make a waterfall coming that way. Here we are. Okay, so now I need put these here, and I'm gonna put a fallen log. We're gonna put that in here. No, we're gonna come from this way. All right, so and I'm starting it out really dark until I know exactly like where I want it, and then I'm gonna highlight it. All right, so I don't know. I've never done this with a palette knife, but we're gonna see if we can get kind of like a bark. I'm just trying to put some dark. All right, I'm gonna use my liner brush because I do better with the liner brush. And I need some more black. Goes down in here. This part here would definitely be really dark. All right, now we got to get the fan brush. little bit more movement going on down here. All right. Alrighty, now I'm gonna go back in and we're gonna make a few more little waterfall-y thingies. And wipe this off. Just picking up a little bit more of the white on that top. And thinking, so if we have got, we've got a waterfall back there, we can put a little one there. It's just a flooded yard. And put something there. And that's the beauty of painting. You can make it be whatever you want it to be. Now, this is the first time that I have ever done anything similar to this. So this is a brand new style of painting for me. All right, this is going to be the frozen something here. And let's see, put one there and one there. All right, so, crap. So I've definitely got to put some more snow on on that tree to really, I want to make that pop. Now that this is an icy painting. And where, I keep losing my white, guys. Crap. I don't want to open up my other white. Oh, it's right here. All right, so I think I'm going to use the liner brush. Let me clean it. And we're going to when you're putting your snow on, you don't want it to just, you know, be a straight line, because snow is not straight at all. I'm just trying to get some more dark in there to have that contrast. Maybe right here is a hole. Yeah. So I think we're going to call this one done, guys. We are going to call this an Arctic Blast. So let me figure out what color I am going to sign my name with. Let's see, probably some blue and some white. And so I want to thank you guys all for joining me, and let me know what you think of this painting. And I want to thank Lightwish for sending me these. I really like them. They work really easy. So thank you so much. So I sign it with my initials, and then once the painting is dry, I sign the back of it with my full name and the year that I painted it and whatever I name it. So yeah, it's just a matter of coming up with a, you know, like a title. So yeah, I think we are going to call this one done, guys. Alrighty, I will see you guys all on the next one. Bye, guys.